Yes, Suki. That's what I feel like doing at the end of every one of our shows, Suk. I bury my head face down on the carpet and I say, yes, we did it again.
That's like new show music.
Yeah, that was like some techno stuff, right?
I like that. I was like, oh, yeah.
By the way, Suki, did you see that first shot of the hole-in-one across the water?
Yes, I did. Did it happen just today on his birthday? Tell everybody the story.
That was today. John Ram. They got the Masters, which usually is played in the spring. They're playing it this week because of COVID, and they always have this fun stuff they do a couple days before. The guy skipped it across the friggin' lake, Suki.
Yeah,
and it turned. It went into a night. It went right into the hole. That's insane.
And it's his birthday. Am I correct about that?
If you say so, I don't know.
It is his 24th birthday today, so apparently drinks are on him.
I don't follow John Ram's horoscope, but if you say so. What's happening, young lady? How are you today?
What a weekend. We left last week. The country did not have a president-elect. Now the country has a president-elect. Depends on which side you're talking to. But apparently
the old president's not going to leave?
Joe Biden has gotten the 270 electoral votes, and we got Joe Biden and Kamala Harris there.
Good old Kamala. Suk, you want to, before we continue, say hello to some of our esteemed viewers this evening?
It's pretty incredible. I mean, I feel like we have turned around, and yes, we're going to do that. Susan Smith likes my hair up. Thank you so much, Susan. You know, when you got to do something different, you try to do something different. Rory, you're right. It's Tuesday. Judy Parsons, says, hello, Suki and Scott. Julie, Yvonne Burns, Brenda Faye Ramsey, Madhu. Oh, my friend Madhu.
You know what? You know how I get emails all day long from people and PR folks, or from people who want to be on the show.
Yes.
So today I'm scanning through our stuff. We get an email from a gentleman who lives in Singapore, who's supposedly like one of the biggest, best magicians in Singapore. Knows that we have magicians on the show, wants to be on the show.
Listen, that is how the word has gotten out, Scotty. This is what's great about our show, is that we have a little bit of something for everybody, really.
So I said to him, I said, okay, so what time is it right now in Singapore? So by the time he comes on at 8 o'clock here, it's 9 o'clock in the morning in Singapore.
Okay, so he's like, he's having a cup of coffee with us. You know what I mean?
Ready to roll. Ready to roll.
Listen, look people are joining us from Trinidad and the West Indies and the Caribbean. Nice to see you. It's been snowing in Iowa, according to Brenda Raperda. Chrissy Malpass joining us from Mississippi.
They're all over the place.
All over. I love when people tell us where they're calling from, because that gives us a real sense of how really broad our reach is, Scotty.
Suk, I got something that'll make you crack up. We have a great show tonight, by the way.
We have almost a vaccine. Let's have a moment with that.
Well, you got time. You got a little time on the vaccine.
We got time on the vaccine, but listen, 90% efficacy, that's huge, considering the flu vaccine is only 50%.
Could you say efficacy on TV, Suki? Is that legal?
I've said worse. I've said worse.
Suk, we have two beautiful, talented women on the show tonight. Jen Gotzon's going to join us. She's got a new movie out. She's the executive producer. She stars in the movie. It's a crazy story. Her and her husband get married in the movie, actual footage. And Liddy Clark, a 22-year-old singer from LA, she's going to be on with us. But the funniest thing, Suk, over the weekend was when the president, when they announced that they were having that, the press conference with Rudy Giuliani, and instead of the Four Seasons Hotel, they mistakenly made it at the Four Seasons Landscaping in Philadelphia. Did you see that or no?
Yes, I did. I saw that.
Okay. So Giuliani shows up. They go to the wrong address, the wrong place. They're at Four Seasons Landscaping. Giuliani's giving this press conference. It's next to like a porn sex toy shop. Right in the middle of nowhere, and it was they're selling shirts like crazy now. Four Seasons Landscaping, one of the funniest videos from the weekend. This thing went viral, Suk. 5 million views on this, and if you don't laugh at this, you're just not a human being. All right,
Let's laugh.
Just watch. It's you right here. Watch this.
You guys, I know it's been a long day, but I really don't like that we're breezing over the fact that yesterday Trump said they were holding a huge press conference at the Four Seasons Hotel, and then they accidentally they accidentally booked it at a place called Four Seasons Total Landscaping, and Rudy Giuliani had to go there.
How great is that, Sue?
I mean, it was. I mean, I think they got their wires crossed. I mean, it happens, Johnny. It happens.
5 million views on that.
She did bust a gut, though. That was pretty funny. I feel like I should do TikTok and just laugh.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're laughing. And then there was one thing I just pulled reminded me of you on this show with your kids coming in and out of the shot, which of course on this show, it's fine. But imagine you're sitting home like you're on network TV doing a newscast and your daughter tries to interrupt you while you're in the middle of a newscast. Watch this.
Подобная акция, говорят организаторы, своего рода профилактика семейного неблагополучия и социального сиротства.
Мама, тебе смс-ка пришла.
Тагильские пограничники вновь отправятся на службу. Лиза, уйди. Уйди.
I feel sorry for the little girl. She's like, Ma, your cell phone is ringing. It's ringing. I'm giving you. She's like, what's wrong with you? How many times has your kid come up to you, like you're doing something important? They're like, can you download this app for me?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You see me doing something right now?
There are many times that you don't even know it, that I'm sitting here and my daughter in the middle of this show will stand next to me talking to me with slime on her hands. Daddy, my hands are burning up. I'm like, get out of here.
That was pretty funny though. But but she seemed so serious, like she was saying that something was happening really bad and seriously to the government. And there was her child in like a princess costume. That was funny.
Only in Russia, my friends. And Suk, listen, we also have Phil making his way back.
Where in the world is Phil?
Phil was in Florida making his way back. I think he's somewhere in the woods of Tennessee tonight. And he, of course, he sent me a song, and it's just Phil basically hiking. And right on cue, Suk. Here she is. Come on in.
Oh, let's see. Dilly! What's going on?
Suk, she doesn't talk to me all day except for when I'm doing the show.
Dilly, how are you? You look so cute. I like the shirt. You look just like Dad right now. It's kind of crazy.
Did you see I'm on network television? What's wrong with you? We've been watching Glee every night. 7,000 episodes of Glee. Sometimes a little inappropriate, Suk, for a 10-year-old, I got to tell you.
Really? I haven't watched Glee ever.
You never watched Glee?
Because my kid was too small for Glee. So, you have an older daughter. You're kind of like in that wheelhouse of like, yeah. But guess what? Saved by the Bell is having a kind of a reboot. And
you know what? It's funny you bring that up because I'm a little worried about our buddy Dennis Haskins, who played Mr. Belding on Saved by the Bell. I haven't been able to get a hold of him for like the last year.
And you used to talk to him quite frequently.
We spoke all the time because huge WWE fan. He was on our show a few times. I have his cell phone. I have his, we're on Facebook, and I've emailed him and texted him a few times. I understand somebody told me he's not doing very well.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And I keep writing him, and I just, he doesn't answer back. But yeah, because I wanted to ask him about the reunion, and they're doing a Saved by the Bell reunion, right? A new one, like where Zach is like the new principal or something.
I don't think Zach is, but I think Mario Lopez is back in as the gym teacher, and a couple of other characters are. I think Zach might have a recurring role. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. They like do a very modern take where like one school district is out because they lost money, and so they're blending two school districts. Of course, the rich school district with the poor kids. Who's on the right side of the tracks? Who's ever been on the right side of the tracks? Let me just tell you, huh? Let's ask that question.
Unreal. And then of course we lost Alex Trebek. and everybody's talking
Alex
about
Trebek.
everyone's talking about who's taking over for Alex Trebek. Now,
He's already said it. He's already
What's
named his replacement.
Well, he said Betty White a long time ago.
No,
but
not Betty White. It was a young guy. I forgot his name.
Suk, the only thing is no one could feasibly, you can't go after it without them coming after you, because you can't go after a job of a fella who passed away, right? You have to have them come to you. So no one can actively search. No one can actively go after that gig.
Yeah, no, but I think Alex Trebek has already said who we wanted.
Yeah, but he also said he's got no control over who gets the gig, and he never did. So I know he had mentioned Betty White one time.
A lot of people are saying Ken Jennings.
Yeah, maybe Ken Jennings.
Yeah, but I don't think he has the.
The shows go until December 25th. Christmas is the last one with Alex.
Believe it or not, they're thinking about CNN's Anderson Cooper. How do you feel about that? George Stephanopoulos.
How about Suki and Scott Stanford? I think he'd be the best one to go.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry. We don't know you.
Oh, you don't have
Suki, listen, our first guest is in the green room. Jen Gotzon is here. She's in the green room. From the way she's been dancing around, she may or may not have had too much champagne that we leave out in there.
Oh, I love it.
But she's got a new movie coming out, Farmer and the Belle, Saving Santa Land, just in time for the holiday season.
I need a little. Let's get in the spirit.
You want a holiday spirit?
Yes.
Watch this. Here you go. Little
Please.
trailer coming up right here.
I'm so glad you came back to Santaland this year. Is that the bracelet your grandma gave you? Yep, it's got sayings on it.
True beauty is here.
So, what do you want to be when you grow up? My mother says I could be a fashion model, but maybe I could be a farmer too. You're beautiful, Belle. Bye, Belle. Don't forget to write. Pen pals forever.
Connect with the horse.
Did you find anything else for me?
Nature's beauty. Adult diapers.
I am aging out. I need to find that bracelet. I lost it when I was 10 at Santaland. Maybe it really does have the answers.
What answers? Santaland? You're not making sense. Are you okay?
I'm going to Georgia.
Remember, give big.
I'm looking for Santaland.
Belle winners.
I remember this.
25 years is a long time to catch up on.
I think I remember somebody telling me a long time ago that they wanted to be a farmer.
There's a spark between y'all. I've seen it.
We don't have anything in common.
My favorite boots.
Well, sounds to me like you're just looking for reasons to keep her away.
Poppy says you get to be beautiful on TV and magazines.
Not so much anymore.
People are what's on the inside, not what's on the outside.
What is she doing, Poppy?
She's channeling her inner runway.
I came here looking for something I haven't found yet.
Maybe you found it and you just don't know it.
Miracles do happen.
They sure do. You came back.
You are beautiful. Are you asking me to stay?
Yes, indeed. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. The lovely and talented Jen. Hi, Jen.
Guys, how fun are you? You guys are like the best.
Oh, thank you.
And the word efficacy needs to be used all day long.
It does. And quite frankly, with COVID, we need more efficacy. You know what?
Yes, she throws out words like that. All the time she throws out words like that. It's unbelievable.
My brother makes fun of me all the time because I combine two words, make my own, and you just enjoy life that way.
It's like a mashup. I get it. Life is a mashup. The kids are always like that. Can I tell you, I was just making dinner and the kids just got settled in. And I said, you know what? I think I need a Christmas movie tonight. I need to get in the house. I literally said that. And boom, he books you. And it's incredible how this stuff happens.
I love it. Suki, for the Christmas spirit for you and your kids, I brought my little Santa hat.
I love it.
we got inspired to get these because our newborn baby, we had to take Santa pictures with him. And so when he was 5 days old, we had one of those long, droopy Santa hats. And then we went on Amazon and we got these crazy things.
I love it.
So add to the spirit. We're almost there at Christmas.
Jen, let's talk about Farmer and the BELLE saving Santaland. Now, first of all, this is like a kind of a true story about you and your husband, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of places in it that are inspired by our real love story. When we first met, he actually courted me by writing letters.
Love that.
Who does that? He literally with handwritten letters. So we included that as the pen pals. I'm 5 foot short, and there's no reason that I have a modeling campaign at all. But somehow I do in China, and I'm on these billboards. And so in the movie, we follow this model who's aging out. And so we took a lot of those through lines through. And then we got married in our movie, and that's the end credit. So it feels a little bit like the movie Hitch. And
well, wait. Let me stop you for a second. You guys got married in the movie, but the scene of you getting married is real video from your wedding, right? You guys shot your wedding for this movie.
We literally had a steady cam. Casper.
Wait, hold on. That was a wrong. Look, there you go.
That is incredible.
Literally, our bridal party moved to the side, and our steady cam went and did a 360 circle and came on back.
And that's that part of your wedding's in the movie, right?
It is. It's part of the end credits. So it's the magical inspired by, and then you see the ding, and then you see our names, and then my name's Jen GOTZON, but my husband's name is Chandler. So then it pops up, and the people go, oh!
Oh my gosh, this is so good. Listen, I feel like this is like, you're meant to have done this film. You know why? You're from Bethlehem, PA. I mean, like, this is a full circle moment. Like, don't you think the universe put that out there?
Absolutely. Now, my husband, where we filmed, he's in Georgia, and I've never been on a pig farm in my life. And when I was dating, okay, you gotta hear this. So I was dating him, and his family has this coffee bin right next to the coffee maker. So I go to reach in to get myself some coffee, and it's rotting food. And they let me know this is pig slop. So what farmers do, they take their food and they put it in the bin, and that's what they feed their pigs. And so I was introduced to pig slop, and all of this got inspired with the movie, like the farmer and the dell.
Yeah.
So I really was a fish out of water with the pigs, the cows, the chickens, the goats, and the slop.
And look, it's funny. I am very. I was reading about your husband also, Jim Chandler. And I didn't realize, and I knew I didn't like him because he was in Stranger Things as government employee, like government agent number 2. And I just knew I knew him from somewhere because I'm a big Stranger Things fan. And I just knew, and I looked it up, and it said government agent number 2, right?
Scott, you're hilarious. You watch him and he comes in and then he exits real quick. It's his biggest credit. People threw tomatoes at him because the role he played in The Quad on BET was a rancid, horrible role. He needed to play it, and he plays those roles well. But people were tweeting him all these nasty things because he was a bad man.
I love it. Now this film is coming out. Here it is, right here.
There it is.
Farmer and the BELLE saving Santaland. There you go. Now this comes out when on November 19th?
No, it comes out 1 week from today. November 17th.
What's today? The 10th? Oh, so the 17th. The 17th.
Yeah, next Tuesday we're on demand, digital, DVD, cable. So basically everywhere you watch the movie. If you guys have Amazon, I think that's the best place.
Best way,
or
yeah.
iTunes, rent it, buy it. If you like it, we love for you to write a review because it then helps other people with the movie.
Absolutely. And of course, can I ask you a question? I was a huge Dukes of Hazzard fan.
Yes, I saw that, Duke.
Let's have a moment. Like, how did that all happen full circle?
John and I are real good buddies from a movie we did 10 years ago called Doonby. We were both the romantic leads in it. And when we were there at the bed and breakfast, he was talking about how he loves singing. And then recently he got his singing career going. And so I thought, and I always had in my mind, I would love for him to come in and to just be himself and to play music. And so he has this cool concert scene where he sings Holly Jolly Christmas, and he's so charming.
John
Like,
Schneider is really
and
charming.
love about Dukes of Hazzard, Suki,
Yeah.
you're gonna be like,
You know what? I had the chance to he was doing some Broadway, and we had our morning show, and I had the chance to interview him early on, and I was just like, oh, what a gentleman. Like, you know, they just, I grew up in New York. Sometimes they're not so, you know, gentlemanly.
That's
around
gentlemanly, Sue? Because
yeah, they're not so, there's something wrong, you know.
they need a little bit more efficacy in their
Yes,
life.
they just, you know, their edges are really rough. But when you meet like some guys, you know, they're just so smooth, so chivalrous. You know, there's a quiet candor to them, and I love that. And when I met him, I just love it. So, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing The Farmer and the Belle.
Yeah,
I love that.
that's going to be great.
When John and I first were doing autograph signings for Junbi, I literally saw people swoon for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, John, do you see everybody falling over? Do you see these people's heads going like this? It was hilarious.
And also, Jen, you Corbin Burnson is in this movie. You know, who I love obviously from when he was on LA Law.
LA Law, yeah.
He had such a great role in Major League. You know, Roger Dorn in Major League. But you know, just I mean, what was that like working with him also?
Corbin's a great guy. We've been actually on 5 movies together. And so when we were looking for the role of Grandpappy, I asked Corbin, he's like, I'm not a Grandpappy. And then he read the script and he's like, can we call me something besides Grandpappy? And I'm like, it's Christmas family comedy. It kind of goes with the feels of it.
Yeah,
and so we have Grandpappy's kissing booth.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Jen, I mean, your whole everything that you've kind of really are trying to motivate us to do is inspirational and aspirational. You have a motivational program as well that I want you to talk about, because I think like we need more inspiring something out there into the ethers. I always tell Scott, some of this stuff feels so heavy sometimes. I don't know if I really want to watch it. Like, I just want to have some simplicity in my life. You know, things seem really complicated and have been for quite some time with you know, media, entertainment, you know, just sort of our feeling that everything is sort of fatalistic. Everything is just always bad. Everyone's ironic. Everyone's suicidal. Everyone is on something. Your neighbor next door is selling meth out of his backyard. I mean, like, you know, everything is, there's always an ironic plot twist to everything. And for me, I'm longing for simplicity, really, quite frankly.
I think that got to be a song title in there somewhere, Suki.
For me, I'm longing for simplicity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? I feel like we could write a little tune on that.
I think there could be some great tunes on it. If I was a singer, I would sing it for you, but I do Milli Vanilli very well.
Which Milli Vanilli song is your favorite?
Great question.
You just meant you lip sync is what you meant.
Lip sync.
Okay, not Milli Vanilli.
She sings "Girl, You Know It's True" in the
Girl,
show.
you know it's true. Digga 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 digga.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love you. No, but tell us about your inspiring, you know, audiences through your inspirational talk.
Yeah, we actually embedded it into The Farmer and the Belle. And not to be all serious, but from a simplistic aspect, I realized that many girls and women struggle with their physical image. And so I learned that 90% of women will walk into a room and they'll see someone and they'll start comparing themselves. Or social media, you have to have the best filter. If you don't get enough likes, you feel like your worth is, you know, hit. And so what we did was I worked with some psychologists and I identified a pathway of positive affirmations of what you can say.
Oh,
and
wow.
I engraved it onto this bracelet, which is actually now selling on QVC. Oh my God. We were on QVC last Friday.
I love that.
And this is the main story point of the film Farmer and the Belle. So for example, like if a girl is really struggling with their physical appearance, they feel ugly, they're having a bad hair day, they're feeling awkward. So those negative thoughts, you actually replace it and say, no, I am a masterpiece. My body and soul are marvelously made. And we learned that you cannot say something negative and positive at the same time. Our brain can only focus on one. So if we have a negative thought and we replace it with the positive, and you start saying, no, my body and soul are marvelously made, you literally transform from the inside out, and then there's a radiant joy. And then that becomes something that is more attractive than many things.
Absolutely. You manifest what you put out into the universe. And we talk about that words really do have power, and you control all of your destiny. So just think about the words you put, the things you talk, how you criticize, or if you don't criticize, put a positive. I always think about with my daughter too. A friend of mine, because when I was young, when she was really young, I used to say, oh my God, you're such a good girl. And she was like, don't say that. Don't say she's a good girl. Don't. And I was like, why? And I was like, well, she is being good. And she's like, no, just say, did a great thing. It's true. Good girl has so much implications, like sit there, listen. And
same thing you say to a dog, by the way, Sue.
Yeah, same thing you say to a dog. You're a good girl.
Yeah.
All of these implications that you don't really think. Sit, be a good girl. I've been told that growing up my whole entire life, just be a good girl. In fact, I think I was told that when I was walking out of a door of a job, just be a good girl. And, why don't you just and at that time I was 48 years old. I'm like, be a good girl. What are you talking about?
Jen, listen, I want to talk about a movie you were in years ago, Oscar nominated, a little movie called Frost
Nixon,
with Ron Howard as the director. Frank Langella was in the movie. What was it like working with those guys on that and that type of an epic film?
Gosh, they're so cool. One of my favorite scenes with Ron, we were inside this hospital room. And we were actually shooting MOS, which is without sound. And we're all around this bed. President Nixon, played by Frank Langella, was laying down. And Ron just worked with Sal, his DP, and he just literally combed the scene, going from emotion to emotion to impulse. And as my dad laid there holding this cup of ice chips, because I played Trisha Nixon. So
yeah, you were the daughter.
My dad. I leaned over and I grabbed his ice chips because his head was going off and the cameras moved in. Tears came out of my eyes. And then I leaned up to look up to my mom, Patty, played by Patty McCormick. And the cameras just moved. And it just was so angelic. And then after the scene, we went out and Video Village was saying like they really felt like they were stepping in to the first family back in that time. Wow. It was so cool reenacting history. It was.
Yeah, there's a little from there. That's you in the yellow, right?
Yeah. Funny story. So I was wearing contacts and during this scene, I was holding back tears. So I had the tears welled underneath me. When they yelled cut, I blinked and my contact flew out of my eye. And I'm legally blind. So I'm like, ah!
Speaking of tears and inspiration, let's talk about this on the other side.
Hi. Vote for Smith.
I've seen better. Like girl.
It's to protect your brain.
Do you like guns?
And what you find on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, that was part of your commercial demo. I found, I do a little digging. I got to get some stuff, deep down.
Hilarious. That means I got to cut a new commercial demo.
Jen, listen, this has been great. You are amazing.
2 Oscar-nominated films. I mean, crazy.
Come
on. We don't deserve you.
No, you're silly.
Armor in the Bell. If you want to find out more information, it's coming out on the 17th. Let me pop that up one more time. There you go. John Schneider, Corbin Burnson, her husband, Jim Chandler's in there. Just a great Christmas movie for the whole family. And listen, it's time. It's time to A, hit some holiday movies, and B, it's time for a little, light cheering. I've been watching Queen of the South every night. It's got a lot of cartel violence. And I need something. I got to lighten it up a little bit, Jen. So
Scott, you need some Christmas Santa hats on pigs. We
I
have
do.
a pig competition where I put Santa hats
I do. Will you include us in that next time you do it, please?
all day long. Only if you play with the pig swap.
I love it.
Jen, thank you so much. It absolute
Jen.
pleasure. Continued success, and you'll come back on again, right?
I would love to. You guys have a fabulous rest of your evening. You guys are rock stars.
You too. Happy holidays.
Jen.
Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Good luck. Wow.
So nice.
Such a nice girl. Great.
And a breath of positivity.
Great actress, and really, I mean, just I looked up some of that stuff. How she said she's a model overseas in China.
She really is. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, she's on billboards and all kinds of stuff. Should be a great movie. Farmer and the Belle, Saving Santa Land. That's like a franchise too for them. That Farmer and the Belle thing. So. Suk, with the show continues. Let's see what our viewers are saying. Let's see. Jesse's here. Irene, Anna Hoover loves Queen of the South. Everybody's gonna check out her movie on the 17th. Jen, love it. Can't wait to see her movie.
Everyone's loving Jen. She's such a sweetheart. Everyone's just saying like they love Jen's vibe. So true. Like listen, a lot of people just need some. I think they need the holidays now more than ever. I mean, let's get to it.
We need more of that laughing girl from the Four Seasons Landscaping. How great was that?
She was good. She was good, Scotty. Really good.
Suk, listen, coming up in just a couple minutes, Liddy Clark is in the green room. She's got a guitar, her microphone, 22-year-old singing sensation. We're going to talk to her. She's going to sing a couple tunes. But everybody wants to know. Everybody thought Phil was coming back over the weekend. He was going to be back, but Phil is still traveling. He's in parts unknown. Okay. We can't tell you where he is, but he did send me, Suk, this particular video. Here we go.
You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? You're everything I hope for. You're everything I need. You are so beautiful to me. Hey, Suki and Scott and everybody watching the show, just wanted to say that we're out still running around and we miss you. We'll be back soon.
I love that he's still running around, and I love that he's walking pensively through bushes now and forests.
I love it. I love, not only is he in parts unknown, but he never ceases to send a video because he knows that he loves being part of the show and our audience loves him. And he doesn't want to disappoint anybody, especially me, Suk.
And you'll repost the video, I'm sure, on our feed or something. Absolutely. So if you missed it, we'll put it right back up there so you can get your dose of Phil.
Absolutely, Suk. Let's move it on. We got Liddy Clark in the green room, 22 years old, singing sensation. Take a quick listen.
Forgetting everything I knew. Forgot the crash, the burn, and only saw you. I thought love, thought hope, thought fantasy. To realize now that you never needed me. It never was what I lost in your trance. Wish I knew that I didn't stand a chance. Right when I fell, I lost everything. My heart and my head and my soul. I couldn't tell. It was only a dream, didn't mean anything at all. Promises in the dark made to my heart, but you knew it was nothing right from the start. It was a lie, it was a fairy tale, the shortest one. It was a hit and run, hit and run, hit and
run, hit and run.
I see a very famous person in the making right here with Liddy.
You do, Stu?
I do.
Should we ask her? Should we bring her in?
Absolutely.
Should we make her wait a little while longer?
No, bring her in.
Your
That's
big
a
shot?
great
We're
song. What a hook right there.
Ah, there
What
she
a
is.
hook, Liddy. What a hook. I love it.
Thank you so much.
Liddy Clark, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Liddy. How are you? My God, 22. I'm so jealous, Suki. I
Oh
wanna be
man, to
22.
be 22 and stuck inside your house for most of the year.
I'm
It's been
so
a great
sorry.
time.
We were a mess when we were 22, so I'm really sorry, Liddy.
Yeah, Liddy.
Yes.
And you know what was even great, Liddy? When we were 22, there were no cell phones. Our parents couldn't find us. You couldn't. All you had to do was call once a night to check in, and they didn't know where you were.
Yeah, there were no trackers. I put trackers on my kid now.
Oh yeah. No, I know where my entire family is at all times. It's a little too much information for me.
And but the fact of the matter that my father is still playing my cell phone, Bill, because we're on a family plan. It's all good.
Hey, take what you can get, man.
Liddy, how are you, young lady? No, you're out in LA, right?
I am currently out in LA. Yeah, I'm actually finishing up my last week of the semester. I'm in college currently too, and so busy.
Liddy Clark?
What?
Look at you multitasking.
Yeah. What college, Liddy? Where are you?
I go to USC.
USC?
Yeah.
Look at you.
Wait a second. Did your parents bribe anybody to get you in there?
You know, the amount of times I've been asked that question, I'm
sure that wasn't original, right?
Yeah.
So, Liddy, what brings a girl from Plano, Texas, all the way out to USC? Talk to me about that. And did your first love in this song, was it inspired by something that happened in college, or was it like a high school love affair, or what was it?
Yeah. So I was born in Plano. I lived there until I was about 7, and then my entire family moved to South Florida. And then after that, I turned 18, and I decided that for college I wanted to go kind of somewhere new. And Los Angeles has always been like one of my favorite cities, and just being out here it's absolutely fantastic. I feel like I've fallen more in love with the city just because, there are the obviously not great parts of LA, but then there are like the surprisingly really good parts that you find a few months in or a few years in, and that's always nice to see. And as far as Hit and Run, it's so funny because I've written that song, I wrote that song so many years ago, and it's just been reproduced over and over. We've been trying to figure out what kind of sound I'm wanting to put out into the world and kind of who I want to be as an artist for the past few years. And I think I've been able to take a lot of the time, especially in quarantine and at the end of my college career, I've been able to kind of figure out what that sound is. And I feel like with this version of Hit and Run, we were finally able to secure that sound. It's really a transition track for me, if that makes sense, in terms of I love all of the old music I've put out. I still think it's really cool, and it definitely describes who I was at that point in my life. But this sound is a lot more me currently, and kind of shows who I've become in my college years and what kind of things that I've been listening to since then. And so, yeah.
Liddy,
I think that's so radio friendly. Can I tell you?
Liddy, please tell me that you took a Greyhound bus from Texas to LA with your guitar.
From Highland, Florida.
That's how the story has to go. You have to have taken the bus.
I wish it was that artistic, but I just had my car shipped from Florida over to LA, and I took a 6-hour plane ride.
There goes that movie, Liddy. You got to change that. And Liddy, listen, I was reading up some things, and now I saw that you were accepted as only one of 11 students into this Harry Chapin workshop.
Yeah, no, I recently did an ASCAP workshop. I just kind of applied for it online and ended up getting accepted. And it was really cool, just the types of speakers they had come in and some of the different writers that they had in the camp. And yeah, no, it's been a fantastic experience, especially since writing has become so weird during this lockdown time. And just kind of getting to figure out a new way to do it virtually is so important. And
when you applied, did you know who Harry Chapin was? Are you a historical person of music?
I should know. I know I should know.
Oh, Liddy, I'm so disappointed.
I know you should be disappointed in me.
Two of my favorite songs, Harry Chapin. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Cats in the Cradle.
Cats in the Cradle and the Silver Spoon.
Little Boy Blue and the Man in the Moon. Liddy, come on. Next time you come on this show, I want you
going home, son. I don't know when.
We'll get together. And my other favorite Harry Chapin song is Taxi, which Suke, you know Taxi, that song?
Yeah, go ahead.
You see, she was gonna be an actress. I was gonna learn to fly. She took off to find the footlights. I took off to find the sky. Liddy, come on, you don't know those Harry Chapin songs?
I know the first one. I don't know the second.
Cats in the Cradle?
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you that one.
But,
I'll give you that one.
I want to listen to the second one now.
It's so good. Listen, enough of us singing. You have so many great tunes.
Yeah,
Our viewers want to hear you sing. Give us something. Tell us about it. Why you wrote it and how it came to be.
Yeah, so I just put out a song. Actually, it's called "Your Ghost," and that's what I'm gonna do first because
all right.
I'm still in a little bit of promotion for that song. I wrote
Beautiful.
this song.
Okay, light it up.
I will. Yes, thank you. This is part of a 13-song album that will be released, song by song, essentially, for the next year. And this was kind of the first track we introduced. One, because, it was spooky season when I put it out to the world. And, ghosts are definitely a thing in October and all of the winter months. And so, yeah, this is the first track off of the album that I've released so far. And I'm really excited to release everything else. But
go ahead.
For now, this is Your Ghost.
It started out like all things do. Boy meets girl across a crowded room. It seemed that all our stars were aligning. It sideways and our soul pulled me in and made me believe that the dangerous could be exciting. 'Cause every time I try, I end up with my feet off the ground and my head in the sky. And even the best mistakes drown you, then dissipate. Your ghost still haunts my heart. I swear I see us dancing in the dark. And every time I close my eyes, we come alive. It's like we never say goodbye. And I'm not here alone with your ghost. When the cars pass by, they roll like thunder. The sirens cry and I discover your memory is driving me insane. Every shadow seems to hold your spirit. Every black shark has you in it, and I can't seem to make it go away. How come every time I try, I end up with my feet off the ground and my head in the sky? And even the best mistakes drown you, then dissipate. Your ghost still haunts my heart. I swear I see us dancing in the dark. And every time I close my eyes, we come alive. It's like we never say goodbye. And I'm not here alone with your ghost. Even the best mistakes will drown you, then dissipate. Your ghost still haunts my heart. I swear I see us dancing in the dark. And Every time I close my eyes, we come alive. It's like we never say goodbye, and I'm not here alone with your ghost. With your ghost.
Thank you.
Nicely done. Nicely
That was
done.
really good.
Thank you so much. I
Liddy,
saw
you've
the
been
nice
you've been
comments.
doing this since you're 9?
I've been doing this since I was 7,
Oh,
actually.
7. Man, I was 2
2
years
extra years
old.
on there.
Holy cow, that's unbelievable. What got you into playing the guitar and wanting to be a singer?
Yeah, so I started singing when I was 7, basically just got really into musical theater, played Annie a few times, as you might be able to tell with the hair color. It's typical, you know. And then I started learning how to play guitar and kind of writing my own songs when I was 13. I had switched over to a new vocal coach, and I was branching out into more things that were like kind of modern pop music at the time. And so I kind of wanted to see, like, could I write songs that were like songs on the radio? Could I do something like that? And I had always, like, you know, written things down as a kid and had journals. And I decided that I wanted to learn how to become a songwriter, and I wanted to learn how to basically just kind of master the craft. And so I started doing songwriting sessions with my vocal coach. And then even after that, like, I kind of continued and wrote with other people, wrote by myself, wrote a lot of songs, still write a lot of journals. I'm big into writing. So
Yeah. I mean,
it.
listen, you could tell that you're into crafting your words because they're very beautiful and they have such meaning. And I think, like, what Scotty and I relate to when we listen to music is just really those words that connect us. And, you know, that's what everybody's looking for. And you hit the nail on the head there, Liddy. I see it. I see big things, Liddy.
Liddy, it's funny. Did you know that Suki's favorite song is Hard Knock Life from Annie? Did you know that?
It is.
It's a good song.
The Jay-Z version, though. I like the Jay-Z.
You know how happy you would make her if you gave her a couple of lines from that song?
Let me see if I remember the words. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. I can't sing that high anymore. Nah.
Instead of treated, we get tricked.
Instead of kisses, it's a hard knock life.
Ooh, did not warm up my upper
I really gotta go. I love it. So Ghost, is that one just came out or it's coming out?
Yeah, that one just came out October 2nd. So
Second, okay. And people get that where iTunes, and I have your website coming across the screen.
That little ticker does say my website. It's very cool. Yeah, you can find it on my website, Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, all the good places. So
Love it. Would you give us one more?
Oh, absolutely.
What do you got? Give us one more.
I have so many songs, but this is the one I'm gonna do.
We don't close our doors until 8:30 here in the East, so we have some time.
Amazing. This is actually the song I'm gonna be releasing next. Well, technically, I have another version of a Christmas cover coming out like real soon, but then this is the song that comes out like literally 2 weeks after that.
Beautiful.
It's the second song off of the album. I'm really excited to put it out. It's a little more joyous, so we love that. This is called "Wrapped Up in Roses."
How'd you get to know me this well? You tore down my walls and I came out of my shell. Left a pass ups at the door. It just feels so easy, it's never been easy before. 'Cause I'm really not the type that goes for the good guys, and usually most times I lose myself in a fire. But this feels so different now. I'm all wrapped up in roses, wrapped up in roses. I'm hopelessly hoping with my heart wide open. And maybe it's too soon to say, but I know that wrapped up in roses, wrapped up in roses. Where did you come from, my dear? Haven't known you 3 weeks, a couple thousand years. I talk to you like a best friend. Yeah, when you're around, I start to trust myself again. 'Cause I'm really not the type goes for the good guys, and usually most times I lose myself in the crowd. This feels so different now. I'm all wrapped up in roses, wrapped up in roses. I'm hopelessly hoping with my heart wide open. And maybe it's so soon to say, but I know where. Wrapped up in roses, wrapped up in roses. All I see is light. I'm so confident, and I hate to admit that I was wrong before. 'Cause I never cared for flowers, but now I'm wrapped up in roses, wrapped up in roses. I'm hopelessly hoping with my heart wide open. Maybe it's too soon to say, but I know it. I'm wrapped up in roses, wrapped up in roses. Wrapped up in roses, wrapped up in roses. I'm wrapped up in roses, wrapped up in roses.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Luke, I think she might have a future in this business.
I think she does. I think she does.
She might have a good shot.
I know.
So many
I know.
people chiming in. Uniquely beautiful voice, great on the guitar,
so
beautiful, beautiful girl, great.
They're calling you Lady Liddy.
They
Lady
love you.
Liddy, beautiful. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Liddy, thank you so much for coming on. You are an absolute joy. There's the website right there. I'm sure they can get all their information about you coming right across the screen. Follow it, follow it. And listen, you just keep doing what you're doing because, you know, hard work pays off in this business. And we're going to see you in Nashville one of these days, I think.
Hey, I mean, I might stay out here in LA, but thank you so much for having me on the show. I really appreciated getting to talk to you guys. It was super great. Thank you.
We're going to see you. I think we're going to hear you on the radio really soon. Really soon. Really, really, really soon.
And Liddy, let me just leave you with this piece of wisdom. It's better to be 22 and locked up in quarantine than 50.
Gotta love it. Gotta love
I'll
it.
take that any day of the week.
I would too. I would too. Remember.
I remember, Sook. I remember. Liddy, thank you so much.
Graduate,
you're
do good
Thank you.
things, kick ass. You know how to do it.
Thank you guys so much.
And stay away from those vaping machines, you youngster, you.
Yes.
Stop it, Scotty.
Bye, Liddy. Thank
Bye,
you.
Liddy.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
You're so funny.
great.
We really sounded our age. Now, don't do this.
I know.
This.
I know. And you know we're not really our age. We're like 10-year-olds.
I'm a 20-year-old really at heart.
You know, I wanted to make it seem like we were mature and responsible.
Are we?
Even though we're not. Luke, what a show tonight. I mean, everybody just loving it. Jen and Liddy, just a great. And how about, listen, tomorrow night, you want to talk tomorrow night before we go?
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, Suki, very exciting show. Not only do we have from the USA Network season 3, Ms. and Mrs., the hottest show on the USA Network, but we have Ms. and his wife, Maurice, going to be on with us at the same time from LA.
That's fantastic.
You know, the two very good-looking people having a great life. He, of course, WWE star. He's got his own reality show, Ms. and Mrs. It's been working out great because they're in season 3. And we also have the senior executive producer of Extra TV, Lisa Gregoris Dempsey. She's going to be on with us tomorrow night. She, of course, hiring Billy Bush, first person to give him a job back on TV. Your good friend who you used to work with, Jen Lammers.
Jen Lammers, yes.
Her boss. So she's going to be on with us tomorrow night, and it's just going to be just another phenomenal show, Sue.
Always, Scotty. Always, always kicking it.
Another phenomenal show, Suki.
Oh,
I got one more thing to show you.
can you believe it's November 10th already?
No, and you know what? It was 70 degrees out today. We're driving.
70 degrees here in New York, and we've got literally 2 weekends, everybody, before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the weather has been phenomenal. It's been
I can't believe it's 2 weekends before Thanksgiving, Scotty.
I know. Now, are you doing a whole deal or because
I don't know. We're really all up in the air. My brothers are up in the air. Are you doing anything? Are you going to bring mom down or no?
We're just having a couple people over at the house. My mother's still figuring it out. You know, the worse the COVID gets, the less she wants to leave the house.
Yeah.
But, we'll see. It's, to each his own. And I force no one to do anything or make anyone feel guilty. And to me, it's just, listen, it's another meal. Every day's Thanksgiving here at the Stanford residence.
You're cooking like a storm, aren't you?
It's different food, Soak.
Desserts galore, drinks galore.
You know, it's funny. My wife is out. You know what Dilly and I had for dinner?
What,
toast and cream cheese. Soup. Listen, toast and cream cheese is so basic that it's the most beautiful food you can ever
for dinner,
have.
you had toast. I can see that for breakfast, but for
Toast
dinner,
and
you had toast and cream cheese.
Toast and cream cheese followed by an ice cream sandwich, Suki. It was
Very
wonderful.
nutritious.
Very nutritious. I found one election tweet that I thought was pretty funny that I just wanted to show you before we go, because with all the craziness, here's what this woman wrote.
I saw this one. This is a good one.
It just occurred to me this election is following the plot of The Notebook. A White House, mail that wasn't received, a lot of fighting. It wasn't over. It still isn't over. The Notebook.
I love
it's a good
it.
movie, by the way. Took me a couple of years to watch it, but I finally watched it. Everybody always talked about The Notebook, and I finally watched it.
It's cute. It's a plot twist too in the back end. You're like, oh, that's Noah.
Yeah, no, it was good movie. But so Souk, listen, we'll be back to you. And you're off on Thursday.
I'm
night,
off on
right?
Thursday. I'm doing another project, which I will tell you about when I figure it out, whenever it airs. But
okay.
So I'm just doing a project real quick, but I'll be back the following week and good to go every day till Thanksgiving.
Till Thanksgiving. Well, can we be off for Thanksgiving, Suki? That's on a Thursday,
because
right?
it's really another day, right? It's just another day.
It's another day. I mean, I'll be here if you want, but it's it's up to you.
I don't know. Let's see if we all end up doing something like if the numbers really go bad, then and we're all sitting at home, maybe we should have like cocktails and talk.
I know. That's true. We could just light up the camera, right?
Light it up, and everybody has a cocktail with us.
Everybody joins in.
Yeah.
Souk, let's see. What do we got? Love you guys. Toast and cream cheese, great. Strawberry cream cheese, everybody. Listen, thanks everybody again for joining us as usual. Our faithful viewers, the show's growing like crazy. Share the show, tell your friends about it. The bigger it gets, the bigger we'll all get, and one day we'll be on a big movie screen, I believe. I'll be showing this show at the drive-in.
Stranded at the drive-in.
Branded a fool. What will they say Monday at school? Oh, Sandy, baby, someday.
I'm in misery.
Someday, some way, I sit and wonder why you left me.
Oh, Sandy. Oh, Sandy, my love, my darling.
Sandy, my love. Sandy, my darling.
My darling.
Souk, I'll see you tomorrow night, babe.
See ya.
Huge show. Huge. Souk, we got to be on our best behavior.
Huge show.
Lisa's a huge TV executive, Suki. She finds new talent. We got to be on our best behavior.
Best behavior. She's got it. She's got it. You know it.
All right. We'll make sure we come with some heavy jokery.
Jokery and headlines. Gotta come
Good night, my love.
Bye, babes.
See you tomorrow night.
Okay.